Guys, it is time for week 2 college football best bets. Now, week 1 was kind of a mixed bag. We hit big on that Ohio State over Texas bet, and then LSU playing at Clemson. We hit that on the money line Saturday night. So overall, not the best week ever, but really looking at the general public last week, they got decimated. The sportsbooks won week 1 for sure. It's just tough these days with the transfer portal and everything to predict these teams, the rosters. They come out looking messy. Some of them look better than others, but it's really a mixed bag. But week 2, we're more clear now. We have a better vision of this week and the best bets here. I have 10 good bets here. They're going to hit, plus a parlay lock at the end per tradition. So the first one here is Baylor at SMU. This is Saturday at noon on the CW network. And guys, I love SMU this year with Jennings back to make the playoff once again. And I love them in this spot here. Minus 2.5 at home against Baylor. Baylor looked pretty rough on defense last week against Auburn. SMU wins this game by 1 score, maybe 7 points, 10 points even. Minus 2.5 there is a great bet at minus 112 odds. The next one here, Liberty against Jacksonville State. Guys, Liberty's schedule is so easy. They might go 12-0 this year, and they're going to win this one for sure on the road. Liberty minus 6.5 on the road. This game could be 34-17, 41-20. It's not going to be that close. Minus 6.5 there is a great money bet for Liberty. That game's at noon on ESPN+. The next one, FIU at Penn State. So Penn State, another cupcake game. We saw their first one last week. A very boring game against Nevada. The same thing here. You know, it's going to be FIU probably scoring once, maybe twice the entire game. And I love the over 53.5 points in this game here. I think Penn State could score 56, maybe 63 by themselves. And then FIU, they tack on 1 touchdown. It's whatever. This over should hit pretty easily. Maybe 59-10, 63-7 in this game. This over should go way over that line at minus 110 odds. A pretty good bet there at noon on Saturday. The next one, another cupcake game, another snooze fest, another blowout. It is Kent State against Texas Tech. So last week I took Arkansas Pine Bluff against Texas Tech plus 36 in the first half. That did not hit. Guys, Pine Bluff is such a bad program, but Kent State, at least Kent State's FBS, they won last week barely over Merrimack. I believe they score at least 8 points in this game. Look at the odds. Excuse the voice crack, guys. Look at the odds on that one. It made me excited for a second there. Over 7.5 points in this game. That's all we're asking out of Kent State, the Golden Flashes, to score 8 points in this game. You get that at plus 200 odds on DraftKings. That is ridiculous. Guys, 1 touchdown. They go for 2 at the end of the game. They score 8 points. This hits at plus 200. Throw this bet in a parlay, whatever. Can Kent State please score 8 points against Texas Tech, guys? That's all we're asking here. And the next one here is Grambling at Ohio State, the #1 team in the country. So, guys, this game, this is a close your eyes game. Don't let your grandparents watch this one because this thing could get ugly real quick. I've yet to see a line for this game by the sports books. There's no line yet, but I'm thinking they're concocting something right now. It's going to be like Grambling plus 55, plus 56.5, guys. And look at this. I'm taking Grambling plus 81.5 points here. Obviously, I'm just kidding, guys. Don't bet this game. Just don't. Avoid this one at all costs. It's going to be... I could see them possibly scoring 49 points in the first half, and this is ridiculous, guys. Don't even bother with this one. Grambling has no business playing Ohio State. This is just... what a joke there. Here we go. Oklahoma State at Oregon. So OSU is dealing with some injuries right now, and it's a tough road game at Oregon. I know the spread is crazy big right now. It's plus 27.5 in favor of Oregon. It's insane. Guys, I do believe in Oklahoma State here to cover this spread. That's just so much from a Big 12 team to not cover that over a Big 10 school. I know it's a road game. It's going to be a tough crowd. But guys, 27.5. This game could be, 45-20. Could be 38-13. Oklahoma State still covers there at minus 108 odds, guys. What I would do here, though, is bump this up to plus 28.5, buy a point from the sportsbook, like minus 120 odds, plus 28.5. Get a little more safety net there, but really, this should be a cover for OSU on Saturday on CBS. The next one here is our first SEC game of the year. It's Ole Miss playing at Kentucky. You know, guys, last week in that betting video, I was all over the Ole Miss Georgia State over. I said, put all your money on this over. It's going to hit touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. And guys, what do you know? The total of that game was like 70 points or something. It was ridiculous. I nailed that one. And I'm doing it again this week. I will say, until this bet fails, and there it is, guys, the over 50.5 points in this game. We need 51 points between these two teams, Ole Miss, Kentucky. It should be doable. Ole Miss gets 35, 38 points. Kentucky scores, 2 touchdowns here and there. I mean, I could see 38-14, 42-10. This over should hit pretty comfortably, barring a massive collapse by Ole Miss's offense. This over will hit on ABC 3:30 p.m. SEC game of the week. And here we go, Louisiana Tech at LSU. My LSU Tigers this year, I'm riding them because Garrett Nussmeier, he's been my Heisman favorite since June. And guys, in this one, I love the over 43.5 points by LSU in this game. I think they score probably 49, maybe 52 in this game against La Tech. I love their offense right now. They were a bit slow last week early on against Clemson. It's a tough game, a night game at Clemson. Guys, playing at home here, you loosen up a bit, you throw the ball around. They score a lot of points in this game. LSU over 43.5 points by their team. Should hit at minus 115 odds Saturday night. And then the game of the week, College Game Day in Norman, Oklahoma. Michigan against Oklahoma. The star Underwood quarterback from Michigan going down there against John Mateer. Should be a fun matchup there, and I love OU at home, minus 4.5 points. I see them winning this game by probably 10 points, maybe 27-17, 31-21, but I love Oklahoma to cover minus 4.5 points on Saturday Night Football at minus 115 odds there. John Mateer, trust him. And then Stanford, BYU, the nightcap, the late night game. Stanford, what a train wreck of a program right now, playing at BYU in Provo, and it's first half covered by BYU, minus 10.5 points, guys. So how I see this is, I just see them getting out to a fast start here. The home crowd's going crazy, and they probably put up 3 touchdowns in the first half. Maybe it's 21-3, 21-7 at halftime. They cover that first half spread. I don't trust the total game spread, though. I think Stanford comes back in the end, scores a touchdown or 2. But I love BYU, minus 10.5 in that first half there. And here it is, guys, the parlay lock of the week. Every week I give out a 3-leg parlay that is guaranteed to double your money. The first bet here is Iowa plus 7.5 points against Iowa State in the Cyhawk battle. That game is always close every single year. Iowa State. It's always by like a field goal. Maybe it's 20-17, 23-20. But Iowa plus 7.5 points there should hit pretty easily. I think they win that game outright. The next leg, Marshall money line against Missouri State. So we saw Missouri State last week against USC, 73-7. It was just a complete blowout. Marshall at home should easily beat Missouri State there at minus 355 odds. The final leg here is Memphis money line against Georgia State. So the same logic there. Georgia State could not stop a hot dog down a hallway last week against Ole Miss. It was just points after points. And Memphis should go all over Georgia State this week on the scoreboard. So they'll win that game pretty easily. So the final odds of the 3-leg parlay is plus 121 this week. So pretty good there. You throw $100 on it, double your money, plus some extra change there. So guys, I will see you guys in a few days for the first NFL predictions video of the year, probably week 2. But anyways, thanks for watching and peace out. See you next time. Bye.